Hey folks, welcome to Accounting 201, Principles of Financial Accounting. If you will go to your Blackboard and find the course 20 Summer 1 and underscore 4000 is the call number for the class, and make sure you see my name, maybe you'll see my name. Notice on my screen right now it's not currently available, but I will make it available after I get this video completed and the link in your Excel syllabus. That's what that word is, and on your welcome note. Okay, so here we go. So click to do anything, go into your class. Everything has to be done through Blackboard. So I'm going to click on the class. Blackboard is slow, so this may be a little longer video because everything's slow on it. But I want to show you how it's set up and what to do to be successful, okay? Because I expect every single person that's in this class to complete this class with a passing grade and learn some accounting in the process. Okay, Blackboard is really slow. I'm so sorry. Such is life. That's how it's been getting the classes set up this time. It's hurry up and wait. Let's see. What can we talk about while I'm waiting? The most important document that you're going to go with is the Excel syllabus. It has everything laid out for what I want you to complete this semester. And the more work you do, the better grade you get. So it's all on your shoulders on that. And I am here to help you out. Okay, so when the class pops up, you'll be on the announcement page. Notice that it's Principles of Financial Accounting, 20, Summer, and then 4000. So you're in the right class. It's going to say Start Here, and that's what you're going to do. And this link will not be there. Instead, the link for the video I'm doing right now will be here. So I want you to read the welcome message, and it tells you some due dates, it tells you how to reach me, it tells you where to find information. So we're going to go to Syllabus and Course Resources. That's where we're going to start. We're kind of just go down this left-hand menu is what we're going to do. And it may get there today and it may not. Okay. The word syllabus pretty much keeps the dean happy and extended studies, so I'd say read through it once. Everything that's in there is also, almost everything, except for policies, is in the Excel syllabus. So the Excel syllabus is your go-to place for everything you need to know to complete each chapter in the class. I strongly suggest you save or print every page so you know exactly what to complete for each chapter and don't get behind. Here's textbook information. Here's your browsers. You should use Chrome or Firefox. Work much better. And Netiquette applies, and then forms if you need them. Okay, so click on the Excel syllabus, and up it pops. Okay, notice at the top it should say Accounting 201, Summer 2020, Extended Studies, call number 4000. So you know you're looking at the right syllabus. This red line here will not be there when you see your syllabus because that's my reminder to make the video and post the link. Okay, so I'll get it posted and it'll update and you'll see the best thing. You probably will want to read this information about student registration for WileyPLUS, and you should do it through Blackboard. That is the safest way to get to everything. Sign into your Blackboard, go to the Week 1, Module 1. I'll show you how to do that. Click on any WileyPLUS assignment. You'll see a choice to either put in the code you've already purchased or purchase a WileyPLUS code. Or you can choose a 14-day grace period. Okay, this is summer school. You have, I believe I counted up 13 weeks to get this class done. And if you're trying to do more than one class in the summer, or more than 2 classes, you need to get on it now and don't procrastinate, okay? You're going to be graded on Publish Your Videos, graded homework, mastery exercises. They're all accessed through Blackboard only. So go to Blackboard and assess each item in the week's module, and I'll show you how to do that. Here's how your grades pan out. On your Blackboard in your grade book, I will physically go to the WileyPLUS grade book and I will look up your grades. I do not take decimal points. I will round to the nearest whole number. So if you get an 8.9, I'm going to give you a 9 on that assignment. If you get an 8.4, I'm going to give you an 8 on that assignment. It all balances out in the long run. So you're in pretty good shape, and I've given you ample opportunity, unlimited attempts. So the more you work, the more you learn from your mistakes, the better grade you're going to make. So it's all up to you. So Publish Your Videos are 10 points. Okay, one more thing. When I put in what you have, what I gathered for Publish Your Videos, graded homework, mastery exercises, and the paper, I want you to know that your total points equal my total points. Okay? And it'll say Wink's total points on there. I think you do see grades by chapter, but not for me. Okay? I'm only going to give you grades in total. I want you to keep up with your grades and confirm that your grade's the same as my grade. Okay? That's very important, because if I make a mistake, and I'm human, I want to know about it as soon as possible so I can fix it as soon as possible. And I prefer a conversation by phone rather than email everything. Okay? It's just faster that way. We can communicate and we can get it done. Okay, I should have all my dates right. The final due date on everything should be July 30th at 5 p.m. and access goes away then. Same thing for graded homework. Mastery exercises are the same way. And then you have a reflection paper, but notice it's also due July 30th, but I want it at 8 a.m. because when summer school's over, I'm ready to be done just like you guys are. So I want to take all day on the 30th, grade those reflection papers, have my grades updated, finalize the grades after 5 p.m. On July 30th, and hopefully I can have them all posted in Blackboard by that evening, and I can turn them in on Friday by noon or so. So that's my plan. I want to get in and get it done, and I'll keep up with the grades. I'll try to do a weekly basis. I'm not always real good with that. At least every 2 weeks I'll post grades, okay? And if you want something sooner than that, just contact me and let me know. Okay, I don't know if you're familiar with Excel or not, but I use Excel for everything. So at the bottom of the Excel spreadsheet, notice there are various tabs. There's a tab for Overview. Then if you click on the tab for Grade Sheet, you're going to see this is the possible points you can make for every chapter. We have 13 chapters in this book, in this class, and there's 13 weeks. So a chapter a week is pretty good. Okay, some chapters, some of the later chapters will go much faster. The first 4 chapters are going to be the most difficult. Okay, chapters 1 through 4. That's where you just learn a lot in those 4 chapters, and that's the only thing that makes them difficult. You just do the work, follow my suggestions, and you're good to go. So to get an A in the class, you have to get 90% of, okay, I grade out of 1,000 points. Notice your total points are 1,110 points. So you've got 110 extra credit type points. So you got a little leeway in there, okay? So if you don't make a 30 on every single mastery exercise, you got 110 points to lose and still get an A in the class somewhere, okay? So don't sweat the small stuff. get the big concepts, and move on. Okay, now I want you to keep up with your own grades. Remember I said that? So I've provided an opportunity for you to do that. I have set up the same grade sheet right here, giving you the total possible points. You need to copy this table and paste it into your own Excel spreadsheet. As you finish something, put your grade in there. You can either round it or not, that's your call, and then you'll see how your grades compare to my grades and we'll be good to go. Okay? So I really like it when students do that because we can pinpoint where a mistake is real quickly. And I'm glad to do it that way. Okay, then you have chapter folders for all 13 chapters. They're all set up the same. I have what you're graded on. I have the chapter number, what you're graded on. I have a recommended due date. So if you're diligent and you can work ahead, I recommend everybody's done a week before the final due date. Just because every class has stuff that you've got to wrap up in. For example, this class has that reflection paper to write. It's not a big deal. It's an opinion paper, 2-3 pages. I ask you specific questions. You answer those specific questions. We're good to go. And then I give you the points. The absolute final due date is at 5 p.m. In Blackboard, I want you to go over the lecture notes. Here's a link for those lecture notes. The link is also in Blackboard. All these links are in Blackboard. I have already worked the homework for you in Excel. The homework that I have done is go to this link or go to the one in Blackboard, and it is identical to the homework problems. I call them all problems, even though they're brief exercises, or problems in your textbook. The numbers in the homework I've worked are identical to the numbers in the book. The numbers you work on the software will be different. Everybody should get a different set of numbers. So it's semi-unique homework. But if you get stuck, go here to how I've worked it, figure out what you did wrong, go in, rework it, plug it in, you're good to go. Then I've also given you videos for things just to kind of help you see me walk through this stuff. I believe these 3 videos are also going to be in Chapter 2 for you. Okay, before I forget, if any links anywhere don't work, contact me and be specific about what link isn't working and let me know as soon as possible so I can get it fixed, so I don't get every student telling me, oh, this link's broken. Maybe I can fix it and be done, and then the rest of the class will get it. Okay, in WileyPLUS, so you go to Blackboard, you access the publisher videos, graded homework, and mastery exercises on WileyPLUS. So I'll show you how to do that. This is what your graded homework should consist of. These problems, the problems, whatever problems I've given you, typically are the longest. The brief exercises will be the shortest and quickest. Exercises can kind of go either way. They're not as short as the brief and they're not as long as the problems. So just kind of allow your time like that. Every chapter is set up identical. Chapter 2, I'm going to go, if you click this one, it'll scroll, go all the way to chapter 13. And here in the last chapter, I remind you when your reflection papers due, 8 a.m., and it's worth 200 points. You can get an A without writing that paper, but this is my feedback from you guys. This is how you can tell me how to improve. And I really enjoy reading them, and I get some good ideas, and I've implemented some of the ideas I've gotten. So put a little effort into it, okay? Here are instructions for your reflection paper. It's 4 things. I want you to tell me 3 things you learned, 3 things you might use in your career, And some of you know exactly what you're going to do and some don't. So tell me what just tell me how you might use it. 3 items you liked, 3 items you didn't necessarily like. Here's where you can help me improve. It's an opinion paper. I can only grade general writing. So I want it double-spaced APA format. Okay, if you don't know what APA format is, Google it or make an appointment at the Writing Center in the library, and however they're going to do their meetings, probably by Zoom or something, meet with them and let them explain it to you, because I just want it simple, okay? I want the headings and subheadings, an introduction and a conclusion. If you have any citations, I want a separate page for references. I want noun-verb agreement. I want complete sentences that actually make sense. Proofread your paper, please. And correctly spelled words. I don't think that's asking too much of a college student. If it is, then we're in sad shape. The writing room is a great resource. Use it. Learn from it. This is your opportunity to practice your writing skills. So I'm giving you opportunity for that, because when you get to work, you're going to want to have those skills already, and your boss is going to really want you to have them already. And they're not going to want to train you on how to write. Okay? So use this as practice, get some skills in your tool belt, and keep moving. And this is how I'm going to grade the reflection paper. I'm going to grade the 3 things you learned, the 3 things you might use, the 3 things you liked, the 3 things you didn't like. I'm going to grade on if you followed APA writing. I'm going to grade on your overall quality of writing. So do a good job, you get full credit, 200 points, easy peasy. Okay? So again, and if you want to go back to the beginning, click the scroll to the left button. The overview gives you lots of information in there. So that's where you're going to start. So now let's go back into Blackboard, and we're going to go down the left-hand menu to chapter folders. Eventually, we will. I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes, and I'm at 17:40 right now. So we'll see if I can make it. It might not quite make it there because Blackboard's so slow. Oh, here's your required text. And you do have to have the access to the WileyPLUS software. Okay, you can get to your ebook right here. Notice availability. This one is hidden from students. So this is for me, not necessarily for you. All right. So you have chapters 1 through 13. And then I've repeated the reflection paper instructions and how to turn it in for a digital assignment so I can grade it. And the grades all flow like they're supposed to. So every chapter is set up the same. I clicked on chapter 1. So I have lecture notes here. The textbook you're using is Wink-Gholson 10th edition, I believe. And you will know that I have posted the correct set of notes. If you have Wink-Gholson 10th edition at the top in the header. Okay, I follow the book. I have been teaching this class for more years than you've been alive, probably. And I have I follow the book so that I want you to read the book and read the notes kind of simultaneously. But then I put in extra stuff, or the stuff I want you to get out of the book. So what's in the notes is what I absolutely want you to know. Okay, and then it's not scrolling very well for me here because it's not fully loaded. The tabular analysis is what it shows up in chapter 1, and then the journal entries are actually going to come in chapter 2. So I've kind of combined it and put journal entries in chapter 1 also. So, but I do have homework for that tabular analysis, so you do kind of have to look at that. Come on. I want to go all the way down. I think. So I've given you a summary of transactions, and I showed you how to post it, which is also in Chapter 2. And I've given you some ideas that tells you it's a really good idea to do this. And then this green right here. If I've highlighted something and bolded it, it means I really want you to pay attention to that. Okay, it scrolled down and now it won't let me scroll up. Right here, this right here is what, Ooh, I just touched my scroll button too many times, didn't I? Okay, at the end, there's a spreadsheet. I want you to keep that spreadsheet going. It gives you the account titles that we're going to use. And when you put in the software, you have to have the right account titles. If I remember correctly, the inside front cover and the inside back cover of your textbook also has the account titles that this book uses. Now, account titles are not set in concrete, so every company uses something different. So I want you to identify how to classify them. Okay, here's the Excel homework that's identical to the textbook. It's also in an Excel spreadsheet. So I give you a little hint right here on how to study by learning objective if you want to do that. And I'm going to let you read that. I've done the work for you, and you can kind of see what to do. And there's a tab at the bottom for every exercise, problem, brief exercise. Okay? So you just click on the tab and you can see it. So here's a sample of that tabular analysis so you can kind of see what's going. And I've added journal entries in there too, okay, just to help you out. So every chapter is identical. Then if I prepared videos for it, they are here. You click on them and it should take you to YouTube to where my videos are. Ooh, I'm at 22 minutes. Okay. And you'll hear my voice, hopefully, if the link's working right. This one's only a 10-minute video, so it's pretty quick. I tried to make them as quick as I could. Some are longer than others, some are shorter. This particular one,
hey folks,
I was pretty
it's
proud
Jerry
of doing
again,
it.
and I'm going to try something totally.
First time I'd ever come up with exactly that way to explain it, and I think it works pretty well. Okay, same thing down here. These are your WileyPLUS assignments. So you click on the publisher videos, and I will go to this is what I see. I see every video you're supposed to do, and when it's due, and how many points. I'm going to go to the student view, and it's not that much different from the instructor view. It'll tell you each one. You click on it, just go down the list, and hit the play button, and one of your authors comes on and gives you some instruction. Okay, the most important thing to remember whenever you're in WileyPLUS, always, always, always return to Blackboard. If you don't, your grade doesn't get posted. That's fair enough, isn't it? And good enough incentive for doing that. Okay, one last item I want to go to. I'm going to go to the Grade Center, and I'm going to go to, whoops, I don't really mean to do this. I'm sorry, I've got one student there. I don't want you to see what's on there. What I want you to see is that I have the letter grade, Wink's total points, the total publisher videos, total graded homework, total mastery exercises, and the reflection paper. And then if you keep scrolling out, it has all of the assignments in there. Okay, so I just wanted you to see how I've set up the gradebook. Okay, if you have questions, contact me. Okay, that's the most important thing. Let me help you and get started as soon as possible. And I hope this video was helpful to you, and I wish you the best this summer. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.